Time has stood still on the banks of the Zambezi, a river whose name evokes imagery of raw and wild Africa. It is southern Africa at its glorious best. This is the best place in the world to photograph hippos. Well, we've got 6 sessions here. In the early morning and the evening. It's very, very tough because whilst they're the most dangerous animal in Africa, they're also probably one of the most skittish. To get an immersive picture from the same eye level is very, very tough. Well, you never know, we might get there. The problem I had was I wanted to get close and low. In most cases, they would drop their heads and go underwater if approached. They are mammal submarines with no tolerance of humans within 20 meters.
Difficult?
Very difficult. We've got a very good guide here.
There's crocs that hang around here.
And without Ryan, we wouldn't have had access to some of the things we've had access to. To him, each hippo on his stretch has personality.
We'll give the hippos the deep water wherever possible, and we'll stick to the shallows. Yeah, just listen out for instructions, don't panic.
It's the first time I think I've been in a canoe since one capsized on me about 30 years ago, and I've always had a bit of a phobia about canoes. Particularly when you're canoeing down a stretch of water with hippos. We didn't get a huge amount of luck. I think for 3 hours I took maybe 10 pictures. That's the nature of the gig with wildlife. You sometimes go on something that's a journey and it's beautiful. But to capture a big image is never a given. The thing about Zambia this time of year is the temperature range from the warmest part of the day to the coldest part of the day is around about 27 degrees. The light at 6:30 in the morning is sensational here. You get effectively steam rising off the river, which creates a rather mystical, eerie effect. There is one hippo who's got a bit of attitude. We call him Dexter, and he's a colossal mammal. But it's certainly difficult to get that shot. We've got one. What a massive beast he is. Dexter's not intimidated by boats or by humans. He's not intimidated by anything. Ryan encouraged me to lie on the other side of the bank, across the creek, and wait until I grabbed Dexter's attention. You know, they've got a bad reputation in terms of the number of people they attack and kill in Africa. It was a fairly intense 5 seconds.
That was exciting.
Your heart does thump with a hippo because you just don't know. But Ryan does, their behaviour. But he's just enormous. And it was great to be right at his eye level. My goal was a full-on portrait of a hippopotamus, face-to-face, which emphatically conveyed both the enormity of the bull and the kind of primeval bone structure of its face. They're half contemporary African wildlife, half dinosaur, and 100% lethal when compromised.